So at the forum the other night, we had a great turnout. It was a really good turnout of the community. Well, one thing about Wilcox County is a very diverse community. You know, we've got all different ethnic backgrounds, religious background, races and creeds. There wasn't a lot represented in the audience that night of the true diversity of Wilcox County. How would you, as a sheriff, address diversity of the community?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because when I did look out across the audience, yes, it was a good crowd. I would have liked to have seen more representation from the different communities throughout the county, because I think it's important. I mean, everybody's voice is important, and in thinking on like my current position and what I've been doing over the last 25 years. Well, even when we started off in corrections, we worked with a diversified force. We had to also supervise and manage a diversified population within the prison. And, we saw, how that can be a difficult thing to do. And then we also I know I learned how to also deal with that and to come together in a sense. And that stems from the diversity of our staff. And so I think it's important to have that representation on the sheriff's department, but also, getting back to the community, encouraging the community to be involved, not just, this group over here from this church or this, particular race, encouraging all to get involved in the process, like, just the forum last Tuesday. To be involved, to hear what the candidates have to say so that they can make a educated vote when it comes time to vote.
And I think that as a sheriff, as elected as a sheriff, everybody who is in this community needs to know the door's open to you, right?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I
mean, you're here to serve the entire community.
Yes, because I fall back on, I'll start. What guides me, first and foremost, is the Bible.
Right.
And then, as an officer of the law, is the United States Constitution. And it just says, we the people. It does not specify a particular group.
Right.
And then you get into the state constitution. The state constitution doesn't specify one particular group. And to me, that is, especially in law enforcement, is like the judicial system. It's supposed to be blind.
Yeah.
And that's how, to me, have to approach this job. And if you want to say shun a particular group, I'm not fulfilling the duties of the office of sheriff, because they are a citizen of this county just like the next person. And it kind of gets into, the position I'm in now as a supervisor. My ASAC, the assistant special agent in charge, he's a younger black male, and he and I have a incredible relationship on work with work matters, and then we also have some great conversations outside of work. But the one thing that I find is that his insight into these conversations, and that feeding that point of view that I don't have.
Right.
And so me stopping and listening is like, okay, we're going to follow your direction on this one. And I trust him with my life.
Right. You have to.
He's got my back.
Right.
And he feels the same for me. And that's important to have that through whatever group we're working with.